Real 92.3, LA's new home for hip-hop, urging you to stay home. Saving lives starts with you. Big Boy's neighborhood is definitely going down, man. When we've been talking about coronavirus, safer at home, the things that's going on, and there's one person, dude, that the neighborhood know, and Jason, our producer, that I've been wanting to speak to, and that is DL Hughley. So I got to bring DL into the neighborhood. DL, how you doing, my brother?
Hey, man, what's happening? Hey, wait, don't shake my hand now. Don't touch me. Hang on.
No, hey, man, I'm telling you, man. Hey, DL, I can't tell you how many times I thought about you. Of course, I followed you on Instagram, and I love just how you are on your Instagram. You call people out. You got the funny with it.
You know what's funny to me is like the other day I went to the Cheesecake Factory to get a cheesecake, and when you walk in, man, people are scared of you when they don't want you around. They refuse to touch you. They're scared when you come into the building. The whole coronavirus has turned the whole country to just to everybody.
Yeah. Hey, man, I was thinking the same thing before you even said it. I was like, yeah, man, this been happening my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Right. Oh, now you're crossing the street. Hey, man, I walked into a Wingstop for my kids, and it was like when I walked in, we all was like, are you 6 feet away? Are you social distancing? Right. We were all in. And don't cough. You cough, you're going to get your ass whooped. You cough right now.
You ain't going to get it. But, listen, and the police were asking criminals to cut down on crime. Ain't that? Like, come on, man.
Hey, man, but you see now, even the courts are like, oh, yeah, you know what, we're not even locking you up right now. And they letting people out.
I think that what happened was it was an overreaction to an underreaction. People don't realize 1,000 people died under the Obama administration from the H1N1. There was 1,000 people died, including 100 kids, but we never had this level of panic because we didn't get the sense that everything was in disarray. Trump, for a long time, it was a hoax. And nobody believed it, and nobody would take it seriously, and he disbanded the whole department that Obama had put together to stop this. Like right now, they approved a $2 trillion stimulus when it would have been $50 billion to be prepared. If you'd have bought masks and ventilators and tests, you're not having. So we can't spend $2 billion, but we can do $2 trillion. If you make over $75,000, you don't get anything. If you make less, you get $1,200. For $1,200, you can't support one of them Sally Struthers kids.
Yeah, man, for real. And I had somebody
with the flies. You can't have
that. Hey, man, and I had somebody on my Instagram too that said the same thing. Like, people would take it, but it's like, man, we'll burn through $1,200, bro. Have you been watching?
You know why they do it? Because people making less than that money need it, and they'll spend it. People making more will put it away. If you make less than that, you need to use it. And what it is to keep the economy afloat, to make it look more viable than it is. Because without a viable economy, he can't get reelected. It is really that simple. It's if you give people money and they start spending it, they're going to spend that $1,200 on food or perishable goods or maybe a dryer or whatever they spend it on. It artificially props the economy up, so it makes it look not as like it's not as bad. So he gets a chance to be reelected. That's really it.
Have you been watching, and I know you have, DL, just the updates, how my man, he's reading like somebody just handed him that, and he's in the 4th grade, and he can't wait to bring the next person up. And he's talking about now how quick this is going to be over because it is about the economy and what he's going to do next as far as running. But what do you feel about the updates that you've been watching from Trump?
Well, I think that Andrew Cuomo should be the mayor. I mean, should be the governor because he's giving specific updates. The thing about Donald Trump, and I think David Allen Greer, he acts like a dude giving a book report that he didn't read the book, like a fourth grader who didn't.
Man, that's when I was saying it, DL, that's what was in my head, bro.
But it says a lot about Americans that his approval rating is higher than it ever been. And I think primarily because when you're in a time of crisis and this is all you got, then you tend to want it to do better. But ultimately, America, like the one time I agree with Fox News, Brent Hume, the lieutenant governor of Texas, and Glenn Beck said that older people need to sacrifice themselves for the good economy, and I agree. Old white people need to sacrifice themselves for the good economy because the coronavirus is bad, but it ain't got a damn thing on mama and papa. It ain't. That's the worst virus that ever happened to the world is old white people. I swear to God. They may be nice to you, tell you great stories.
Right. Jesus Christ.
Listen. Old white people are leaving the world alone, and dolphins are back in the canals. You know, dolphins are back.
Hey, man, you better
You
leave
make
these
white
people
lay down
alone.
for a month. Dolphins, the world gets better.
Man, you better leave these people alone. I think we got some old whites that own the company. No, I'm just playing.
Man.
Hey, DL, what with us being at home and with coronavirus and us paying so much attention to it, what are you doing different now? Did you do the stockpiling? Are you social distancing? What's going on?
Here's what I know. No, not at all. Not at all. I don't call it social distance. I'm just indifferent. But here's what I've learned a lot, big boy. I've learned that liquor, home delivery, and homeschooling don't go together. I've learned that.
Speak on it.
They're not going to get. And the next big epidemics,
DL. Oh. Hey, he was about to say what the next big epidemic was. All right. Wow. Hey, man, we're going to try to catch back up with DL, man. If not, man, we got time. DL, bro, thank you so much. He was about to start doing his show as well, man. So we're going to catch back up with DL Hughley in the neighborhood, man. Big Boy's neighborhood. Thank you, bro.